Shalom Yashala, giving all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Wakakodash, Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Barakatah Yashala, Barakatah Yahweh. We're going to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach and will well, who are overseeing the construction of the tabernacle of David, a more perfect tabernacle. Shalom to the Akim, Ba'akwa scattered abroad, the sincere members of the hopeful elect who have been quickened at these last days to stand upon their feet and bear witness to the words of truth. This is the Daily Devotional lesson. Today we're in Psalms, the second Psalm, starting in verse 1. It says, "Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?" Man, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? Why do these other nations feel like they have something to do with the building of the spirit of the simple? Why do the heathen feel like they got next? Why do the heathen feel like, I don't know, the heathen think a lot of things. They think they're going to be in rulership. They think the Holy Scriptures has something to do with them. They think they're the people of the Lord. They think they believe in JC. They believe in all this vanity, man. And ultimately, what this is going into is that New World Order, that NWO, man, that secret council of the wicked, man. That iniquity. Let's go to Micah, the second chapter. Micah, the second chapter, verse 1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity, or work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of the hand. And they cover fields, and take them by violence, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage." And one of the models or pillars of the New World Order is going to be, you will own nothing and you'll be happy about it, man. So Esau Edom is coming for Jake, man. Esau Edom is coming for all your liquid assets. Esau Edom is coming for your health. Esau Edom is coming for your spirit. Esau Edom is coming for your body, man. Esau Edom wants total control, man. And that's what the New World Order is about, man. But this is why the Lord says, why do they imagine a vain thing? Because it's gonna only go so far. It's only gonna go so far, man. Yahweh Shem Shai has an allotted time for everything. Job 20, and we're gonna start at 19. It says, I'm gonna start Job 20 and 15. "He has swallowed down riches and shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of the asp. The viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein." That's part of that give unto her double, man. "Because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not," man. Again, Micah 2 and 1, man. They cover fields. They take it by violence. Esau Edom and the heathen, man, they have done a great wicked deed on this earth, man. They have committed heinous crimes, man. They have pillaged, they have robbed, they've stolen, they've killed, they've committed genocide, mass murder. And then at the end of the tunnel, they think they're gonna just walk off into the sunset, man. That's why it's a vain thing, man, because judgment is coming. Verse 20, "Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired." Okay. "There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods." Revelation 18. Revelation It's either 14 or 18, Salakia. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. And that's as the apostle Elder Tar goes into the wicked being the word, I believe, amal, which means laborer. Just double check. Yeah, amal. Salakia. Going back. Salakia. Excuse me. So Job 20 and 23. When he's about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he's eating, man. That's when the chip is implemented, everything seems like it's going well. You know what I'm saying? They may even be kicking a little butt over there in the Valley of Jehoshaphat. It's gonna seem like Esau Edom is doing very well, man. But then the Most High is gonna rain on his parade, man, with thermonuclear fire and destruction from the chariots, man. And that's why it's a vain thing, because at the end of the day, man, these scriptures have pronounced your judgment. Let's go to Ezekiel 35, because the scriptures have pronounced your judgment. Ezekiel 35 and 5 says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, and the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua, I will prepare thee unto blood, man, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth, man. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men, and thy hills, and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy city shall not return, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh Shem Yahshua. And that's the judgment, man. The judgment is written. So it's ultimately, anything that Esau Edom is doing or thinks he's doing, it's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua to propel him to move him forward every day closer and closer to his judgment. Psalms 2 and 2. The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against Yahweh Shem Yahshua and against his anointed, saying, what? Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us, man. That's Psalms 83, because, Jake here in Babylon the Great, they don't believe in, they believe that systemic racism is just systemic, man. They don't believe that there are forces working, they don't believe that there are forces out here that are directly opposed to them, man, that are just out to get them specifically, man. And that's Psalms 83 and 1. A song or psalm of Asaph. Keep not thy silence, O power. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head, man. And that's something to think about, because if Yahweh Shem Yahshua himself has enemies, Yahweh had enemies when he was on this earth, man. What makes Jake think that he don't have an enemy? He doesn't have an antagonist to his story, man. That's why, man, hey, Hosea 4 and 6, man, you people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, man, because you're spiritually retarded, man, and a lot of you are mentally retarded as well, man. You're on the slower side of things. It says, verse 3, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones, man, the elect. They have said, come and let us cast them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, man. And hey, that's that break their bands asunder, man. Put them apart, man. Separate them. Keep them going at each other. Keep them killing each other. Keep them believing that it's easier. Keep them thinking that. Keep them keep that evil eye going toward each other, man. Keep them financially marginalized. Because, hey, man, we are the salt of the earth, man. Esau Edom has no other choice but to keep his foot down our neck, because the minute he shows some type of slackness or lets up just in the most the smallest, most minute way, man, Jake is gonna you know what I'm saying, get over him, basically. So Psalms 2 and 2. The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against Yahweh Shem Yahshua and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away the cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, the Lord shall have them in derision, man. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sort of displeasure, man. That's Second Ezra, the 13th chapter, I believe. Let's go to that, man. Because hey, man, the Lord, I brought this out of camp, man. Let's get that first. What the Lord is gonna essentially do in these last days, man, is something called clearing the bench. It says bench clearing brawl. A bench clearing brawl is a form of fighting that occurs in sports, most notably baseball and ice hockey, in which every player on both teams leaves their dugouts, bullpens, or benches and charges the playing area in order to fight one another or try to break up a fight. Penalties for leaving the bench can range from nothing to severe, man. But you see, it says everybody, man. Every player on both teams, they get out into the field, man, to duke it out, man. And that's what Yahweh Shem Shai is doing, man. He's sending back Yahweh Shai. He's sending the plagues. He's sending the famine. He's sending the pestilences, man. He's gonna send Yahweh Shai. He's gonna send Michael the Archangel with the chariots. He's gonna send the missiles. You know what I'm saying? He's sending everything that Yahweh Shem Shai has at his disposal. He's gonna send, man. He's sending out the prophets. Hey, bro, he's clearing the bitch, man. He's letting it be known. He's letting it be known that he's gonna. That's why his name is gonna be once again magnified in the earth, because he's gonna go all out, man. He's gonna go all out, man. So let's go to Second Ezra, the 13th chapter. Second Ezra 13:1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the ways thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with 1,000 of heavens. And when he turned his countenance to look, all things trembled that were seen under him. And whatsoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth felleth when it filleth the fire, man. And that man that waxed strong with 1,000 of heaven is Yahweh Shai, with the heavenly host, man, the chariots, man. His countenance, look, man, that's that fathership. That voice, man, is that laser beam, that concentrated flame of fire, man. And it says all they burned that heard his voice, man. So you're gonna have the chariots getting down, you're gonna have the thermonuclear destruction, man. And it says, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea, man. That's Revelation 12:12. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon and his angels, man. And I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. But I would have seen a region or place where out the hill was graven, and I could not, man. That's how big this chariot is gonna be, man. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yet there's fight, man. And that's a derision, man. Let's get a definition of that.
Derision.
It says contemptuous ridicule or mockery, man. Contemptuous ridicule or mockery, man. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitudes that come, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon a multitude which prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived but only dust and smell of smoke. And I saw this, I was afraid, man. And hey, that's bro. That's how Yahweh Shem Shai is gonna get down, man. Isaiah 66, and I think it's like verse 15. The slander of the Lord shall be many, man. He's gonna come with his chariots and rebuke the fire, man. And that's part of the derision, man. Because the Lord is like, bro, he He built Esau Edom up to a point where his military is great, man. He got these jet fighters, he got all these military weaponry, and then he gonna put the spirit on Esau Edom and Esau Edom to fight back. And he's gonna make a sore slaughter of them, man. It's gonna be a flawless victory, man. A flawless victory. So let's go ahead and close it out. This is Ecclesiastes 12:13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh Shema Shai and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty man. For Yahweh Shema Shai shall bring every work into judgment for every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. With that being said, Hallelujah.